Hello and welcome here to TalkFCB and welcome back to the channel, guys, to full reaction here of Barça against Getafe at the Camp Nou on this Sunday afternoon. And in the end, we have got the 3 points, something we wasn't able to do against Athletic Club, even despite what was again today quite a poor performance. I think overall we laboured to this win. We just about got ourselves over the line. But of course we do have to talk once again about the match winner and somebody who does look like he's going to be an absolute star at this club. Memphis Depay with the winning goal. Barça 2, Getafe 1. Let's get into it. Because as you can see, this right here was the starting lineup that Ronald Koeman went with at the Camp Nou against Getafe. Marc-Andre ter Stegen there returning in goal to replace Neto. Ter Stegen's first game back since recovering there from that surgery over the summer. There was also a bit of a surprise at right back. It was Serginho Dest who was relegated to the bench, with Emerson stepping in there for his first La Liga start for Barça. And in midfield, as we said in the match preview, like we expected, it was Sergio Roberto that Ronald Koeman put his faith in to replace Pedri in midfield, with Braithwaite, Griezmann and Memphis once again making up that front line. And of course, you do have to say that it was an absolutely lightning start from Barca in those opening exchanges there, those opening minutes of the game. We saw really quick passing, we saw quick movement, and it was a really good move for the goal, you would have to say. Long way there, bringing the ball out from defence there, breaking the lines, playing it into Memphis Depay. And I was also really pleased there with the positioning, as you can see there, of Depay. He's between the lines, he's making space for himself, and he also does a really good job of finding Jordi Alba on the left-hand side. Alba then in a good area, as we saw him many times against Athletic. This time though, and it was crucial here, he finds a good ball. He puts it into an absolutely perfect area there between the goalkeeper and the defenders. Getafe can't do anything about that cross. Braithwaite is in there, good positioning to take up some of the attention there in the penalty area, with Sergio Roberto arriving late onto the scene, able to just slide the ball into the back of the net as Barca had the lead. However, it does have to be said that from that moment, we didn't exactly follow on from that pattern there of quick football, of quick passing, of good movement. From Barca then, like I say, I would describe it there as a laboured performance. Getafe certainly had their opportunities. They certainly had their fair share of the ball as well. It was sloppy on our part there. Busquets, Emerson not really gaining control of the move. Getafe finding themselves there towards the penalty area. It was a really good combination between our ex-player, Sandro Ramirez, there linking up with his strike partner, Enes Unal. Brilliant play between those two that takes out our defence. And before you know it, Getafe with their first shot on goal ends with their first goal. And that is a big problem for me, because you look here in particular not only at the defending, which I think certainly of course could have been better, but you're also looking at ter Stegen. In particular there, that starting position, it's not ideal from him. You will also note the finish there. It's not in the corner. That is not perfectly placed there into the back of the net. That is sort of central to the left-hand side of his goal towards his near post. You would expect ter Stegen at his best to keep that out. He doesn't. And of course you would say then, is that based on a lack of sharpness, a lack of match practice? Of course, this is his first game back. We do have to give him time, and hopefully he will certainly improve there, because that's a goal that could have been avoided. And even later on then in the half, you could see there was a bit of nervousness there from ter Stegen. A shot that came in from a long way out. You'd expect him to easily catch that ball, but he doesn't. He spills that there, and he was very lucky, because Enes Unal was coming in there, connected with his head. I was really hoping that ter Stegen was going to be fine. Luckily he was, but as you can see there, ter Stegen today still getting back into the swing of things, but the man to make the difference. Even though we weren't great, we weren't at our best, especially there in that first half, Memphis Depay again getting us out of trouble, and it was that Dutch connection. Frenkie de Jong there picking him out, really good ball in behind. And I really did like what Memphis does here in possession of that ball, because you can see there the Getafe defence, they're backtracking, they're not really sure which way Memphis is going to go. Is he going to go down the left? Is he going to come inside? And he just sizes them up. He's feinting one way, then the other. There's step overs in there too. Really clever play from Memphis, until finally there he gets his moment. It's a tight angle. You've got to navigate the shot through bodies, but he does it so well. Getafe, no chance of stopping that. Memphis again scoring, this time at the Camp Nou. Great to see him there celebrating with the fans with his trademark celebration. And I'm also really interested to see how much that combination play with de Jong is really going to flourish. Those two seem to really enjoy playing with each other. De Jong seems to find Memphis on a regular basis. That is great news for us, because quite clearly in this team, we need leaders. We need players who are going to carry us in these kind of games. And De Jong and Memphis, we know they're world class. But certainly then, as we head into the second half, I wouldn't exactly say that Barca improved drastically. We didn't get any quick subs from Koeman or anything like that. And you can see here from this move, basically from Getafe, how easy it was today to get at us defensively. Something that's been the case now for a long, long time at Barca. Because just look how easy it is for them to play that ball there into the centre of the box, right in front of goal, to Carlos Alenya. Nobody's stopping it. Nobody's there to actually stop that move at source. And it actually takes a really, really good intervention there from Emerson, who gets himself back in. He's tracking the man. Really good play from him. He doesn't lunge in. He just makes sure that he gets the ball clear. But it was so simple again. Getafe, like I say, really did have their chances. Emerson then, after that moment, did actually come off. I think his start at Barca so far, we haven't really seen the very best of him. I think he's still getting to grips here with life at Barca, certainly. I don't think we've seen anywhere near what he was showing at Real Betis, for instance. And of course, we do know there is a lot of interest right now from Tottenham, even though Barca have no intention of selling at this stage. And later on too, there were subs as well. Roberto went off, Gavi came on, great to see him there making an appearance. Braithwaite went off to be replaced by Nico Gonzalez. And I do have to mention there that when all those subs were coming on, there was players on the sidelines there warming up. We were sort of going through the paces, Koeman making his selections. Umtiti came out to warm up, and I would say aside from the goals today for Barca, it was the loudest noise the stadium made. They whistled Umtiti, they booed Umtiti. Barca fans here making it clear that yes, you can pick up the money, you can stay on the sidelines, even though you know there's no chance of you playing, you can do that. You are well within your rights, but do not expect here to step into our stadium and get away with it. You are going to receive criticism. It goes for Umtiti, it goes for all the players right now who are refusing to leave, even though they know, as footballers, they are not going to play. And Umtiti today feeling the wrath once again of the Barca faithful. And with just 5 minutes to go in the game, it could have been a really, really nice ending to the match there. Serginho Destu came on for Emerson, really good cross into the box. He picks Memphis out absolutely fantastically. Memphis then tries to go for the acrobatic finish, and what a goal that would have been. You wouldn't put it past him, would you? But it just goes over the crossbar there. We couldn't put the finishing touches on the game. But I do have to say, when Nico Gonzalez came on, when Gavi came on, that midfield later on in the game, it was our best spell. We looked energetic, we looked youthful, we looked exciting in the attacking third, something that all game long we'd lacked. We were flat the entire game. We were really poor in our performance. But I think when you bring those younger players on, these players here who are going to bring you something, they are going to inject some intensity into the game, it was much better. We have to see that more from Ronald Koeman. There is no excuse whatsoever that in the situation we're in, we're not putting faith now in these young players. We simply have to do that. And of course, question marks remain over Antoine Griezmann. Once again today, he was ineffective. He was uninvolved in play. He was actually subbed off in the latter stages there. Oscar Mingueza came on. So we actually sacrificed Griezmann there. Later on in the game, he was the man to make way for another defender. That was an interesting sub indeed from Ronald Koeman. But Griezmann again, he's got to find himself to actually know what his role is. Again today, good defensive play, good interceptions. You know, he's chasing down the ball, he's working hard. But apart from that, what else has he given us? In terms of attacking play, that's his position, remember? We have to see more. And for Barca today, I think, to be honest, more questions than answers. And that is a lot for Koeman to think about. And Laporta too. Because honestly guys, at the end of the day, we do have 3 points in the bank, which of course is the most important thing coming off the back of this game. But I think over the international breakdown, especially in these final days of the transfer window, we've got to make something happen. We have to try and get here some sort of lift at this club right now, because we're not doing enough. We're not going anywhere right now. We are stuck in a bit of a rut. We need some positivity from somewhere. We need some change from somewhere. We only have a few days left to do it. We've had all summer, and we haven't made it happen. But of course, in the days to come, you've got Ilash, who's likely departing. You've got those rumours to Emerson. Will we manage to shift the likes of Umtiti, Miralem Pjanic, Braithwaite even? We will have to wait and see. Please leave all your thoughts. What did you think of the game? What did you think of the Barca performance? Let me know that down below. And of course, plenty of updates coming for you on the transfer front throughout next week. I will see you soon then, guys. Thanks indeed for watching. But until next time, As always, Visca El Barça.